Welcome to all my sexual life force energy brethren out there. If this is your first time on this channel, hit the like button first and then hit that subscribe button. Also hit the bell for notifications so that you get every video when we drop. When you are on semen retention, when you are retaining your sexual life force energy, women will feel you a mile away. A woman will feel you hundreds of miles away. Women are biologically created to be able to feel the energy emanating from your nuts. Okay? I don't know if you heard my phone just go off when I was saying that. That's what we call sound confirmation. Sound confirmation is when somebody makes a statement that is 100% true, that is not debatable. Oftentimes, after someone makes a statement of such nature, a lot of times you'll hear a physical confirmation in the physical realm. Maybe a phone alert will go off just like mine's did. Maybe somebody will start honking a horn. Maybe somebody will start knocking at your door. Maybe a dog will start barking. Whatever it is. Now that I pointed this out to you, it's a good chance you will probably start to see this. This is spiritual, okay? I also have another channel which the Most High God allowed me to become monetized on. I have a spiritual channel where we talk about spiritual things, a lot of things from the ancient texts and also things that are not necessarily written in a book like sound confirmation. If you would like the link to that channel, just go down below and say, hey, bro, drop the link to that channel and I'll drop it if somebody asks for it. When you are retaining your sexual life force energy, you have in your body, you have at your disposal the most powerful force on planet Earth known to man, other than the creator himself. This essence, this energy comes directly from the creator, and women can feel it when you possess this power in your body. And a lot of times women will want to siphon that power from you by giving you sex, different kinds of sex, okay? Your seed, your sperm has life force in it. It's the most powerful life force on earth known to man outside of the creator's power itself. And believe it, your seed comes from the creator. Your creator created you and your seed. Your Did you hear that again? That's called sound confirmation. I can't make this up. I wouldn't make this up. This is very important that you know this. You're going to have all kind of people being drawn to you when you're on semen retention. It's going to be up to you to use wisdom, knowledge, and understanding to decide who you are going to allow in your space, who you're going to allow to feed off of your energy, okay? And you better make sure it's an even fair exchange. There's no robbery in fair exchange. When you are getting with a woman sexually, you guys are sharing energy. You do not want to join yourself to a succubus demon. Some women out here, believe it or not, they have a cum demon inside of them. And that cum demon wants your seed. It wants your seed in their innermost parts, whether that's through their vagina or whether that's through their mouth. Women want your seed. And the longer you've been holding your seed, the more powerful your seed will be, the more potent your seed will be. Women have a sixth sense. They can pick up on this even when they don't know that they can. And they will want to work vigorously to make you erupt so that they can receive that physical energy from your seed as well as the spiritual energy from your seed. Because every time you bust 300 million to 400 million sperm cells. And when your sperm is going like that, when it first comes out, that's because it's alive. It has life force in there. 300 million lives to be exact. That's a lot of power, spiritual power. That's why some people like to use your sperm, your seed, to do magic, sorcery, witchcraft. Yeah, you guys, even people who engage in dark activities, the underworld, they realize the importance, the significance, and the power of sperm, of seed. Those are souls in there. Every time you bust a load, 300 million to 400 million souls are in each load. And no wonder why you feel such a rush. Sound confirmation again. You feel such a rush. Sometimes you almost feel like you're going to go insane and lose your mind when you bust because it feels so good. But you don't realize every time you bust, you are opening up a portal, a gateway to life. 300 million souls are exposed every time you bust. And you start thinking about it like that, that's when you start and begin to have an idea of how powerful your sperm is. Super sperm, okay? And women can pick up on that. They are biologically engineered to desire your sperm. Whether they're trying to make a baby, but even if they're not trying to make a baby, it's something about a man's seed, something about a man's sperm. Sound confirmation again. Something about a man's sperm that's very attractive to a woman, even though they might not fully realize why they like your sperm so much. Your sperm is alive. And when that sperm goes into their body, whether it goes into their vagina or their mouth, that sperm is going to begin to take control over that woman's body. Your seed controls women physically and spiritually. That's how powerful your sperm is. So you have to guard your sexual life force energy with your life. You don't want the wrong woman getting attached to your seed because she's going to be constantly trying to siphon and suck your seed. Going to keep you drained, and she's going to become powerful. And I also have a personal theory. I can't necessarily prove this, but I have this theory that if you have sex with a woman enough, and if you bust enough, whether that's in her vagina or down her throat, you become more attached to that woman, right? The more nuts you bust with that woman, in that woman, on that woman, especially in that woman, your sperm will forever be in her body, whether it produces a baby or not. Traces of your seed will always be in her. Now, since that seed is you, not only is your sperm and your seed a representative of you, but it also literally is you. So if you've built up a nice reservoir of your sperm inside of another woman's body, you will always, to a degree, feel connected to her because part of you will always be inside of her. This is heavy, deep spiritual connection right here. And you're always going to want to be next to her to a degree. You're always going to want to be around that woman to a degree because you have gallons or ounces of your sperm or your seed inside of her body, inside of her veins, inside of her brain. Your sperm has turned into a symbiote and attached itself to the inner lining of her flesh. Your sperm was alive. 300 million souls in one of your loads. Imagine you bust a load in her vagina. You bust a load in her mouth, down her throat. Now you got 300 million souls that came out of your body that you now sent into her vagina or her mouth. Think about that. Think about the effect that that will have on a woman. Just let that resonate for a while. No wonder she's going to start to talk like you at some point. She's going to start to emulate you. She's going to start to think like you a little bit. Because Your sperm is literally trying to take over her body. Those are your little soldiers going to war on your behalf to turn that woman into your woman by morphing her body, by morphing her spirit through the power of your sperm. I can't make this up. That's how powerful your genetics are. And women, they don't even know it sometimes why they're so attracted to you, because subconsciously a woman's body and her spirit can feel when a man's nuts are full. Women are biologically programmed subconsciously in the spirit to desire a man with full nuts so that he can unload his nuts inside of them. Do you guys see this? This is how powerful your seed is. Stop being willy-nilly with your seed. Use your seed. Take advantage of all of the positive capabilities that your sperm has, like the ability to be able to draw things to you, like success, a closer relationship with the Most High God, more money, the kind of woman that you are desiring. Your seed is like a magnet, a physical magnet and a spiritual magnet. A man's sperm is literally the most powerful human substance on the earth. Even your blood comes from sperm. Every single thing about every person on the earth comes from sperm. Let that resonate for a while. Let that one sink in. Women can feel it and they want it. It turns them on. There is an energy that comes with a man having his balls full, like some kind of magnetic force that pulls women to your balls. Okay? You know what? I challenge you. The next time you've been retaining for a while, and the next time you go to get with a woman, she's going to be mesmerized by you, okay? Have that woman, even if that's your wife, have that woman massage your balls. And you don't have to bust, but just have that woman to massage and caress your balls. That woman is going to thoroughly enjoy that, maybe even just as much, if not more than you, because she is stirring up that energy when she goes like that with your balls. This is powerful, you guys. If you only knew the power that you possessed inside of you. When I was growing up as a young fella, a young whippersnapper, nobody knew these kind of things. And if they did, there was no platform to share the information. People would have been too ashamed, too embarrassed to talk about things like this. But in this age that we live in, this is the information age. Information is booming, you guys. Whatever you want to learn, whatever you are into, you can learn about it, and you can learn deeply about it for free by literally going on YouTube and going to YouTube University. What a time to be alive. I had this young girl the other day pull up on me at a light, and she just looked at me, staring at me. I started staring at her, and she looked at me with such a look of admiration, even waved at me. I waved back. Now that might seem like nothing, right? But I'm telling you guys, you would be surprised how many guys out there have never had a woman, particularly a much younger woman, pull up beside them, stare them down, wave at them in a nice little feminine way. And I didn't know her from a man on the moon. And everybody knows a lot of these American raised women, they're not really that nice. So why did that young girl, that young woman, feel the need to stare me down, who I'm obviously much older than her, staring me down in a trance? Okay? And then gave me the little wave, the little nice girly wave. And yes, I liked it. I appreciated it because she was a nice looking young lady. She was enamored with me. Sound confirmation. And that young lady probably doesn't even know. Why do I like that older guy so much? I don't know him. Why come I couldn't stop staring at that guy? I just had to wave at him. I'm staring at him. He's staring at me. And maybe if we would have been on foot somewhere, maybe I would have pulled up on her. I would have had to say something to her the way she was staring at me, especially after she waved at me like that and then continued to stare. And I know one of the reasons she was doing that was because I'm on semen retention. And she could feel my energy. She took one look at me and she was in a trance. And I knew that. When you are on semen retention, you're going to become more self-aware. So, of course, you're going to become more aware of women. You're going to be more observant. When you are on semen retention, pay attention to your surroundings. You might be shocked at what you find. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Until the next one, I'm out of here.